everyone, I'm Melissa here and welcome to your Melissa Moment. Hello everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to your Melissa Moment and welcome to Fun Friday. You guys, we are talking about Disneyland, California today and how amazing of an experience it was. So if you are new, hi, welcome. We just went on a 3-week vacation to Las Vegas, Disneyland, and Universal Studios and had a fantastic time. We've been talking about all of our adventures and all of our shopping and souvenirs, and today it's all about Disneyland. So let's start by saying I have never been to Disneyland. Never. My husband had never really been to Disneyland. We have a 7-year-old daughter, never been to Disneyland. So this was a brand new experience for all of us. So it was really exciting to share that together. Now, I did not understand anything about Disneyland. I only can base what I think it's going to be like on things I have been to, such as the Saskatoon X or carnivals. I did not realize how things worked there. So this is how ignorant I was. When my husband and I were planning this trip, of course you do some research, right? I'm a planner, I'm an organizer. I looked into a few things. I had sticker shock when I first looked into the prices of getting into Disneyland. I can't remember off the top of my head because there's different packages and pricing. If you're going 1 day, 2 day, 3, there's different things. So all I knew is it was over $100 a person just to get in the gate. Now, all of my experience with other carnivals and fairs and things with the rides and games is you basically pay to get in. Then every single ride you go on, you pay. And every single game you play, you pay. So I did not realize that the rides at Disneyland are included in your gate price. I know, looking back at it now, pretty stupid of me to think it wasn't included, but I've never experienced this before. So when my husband and I were planning it, I basically said to him, because I'm thinking how much is this going to cost us? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't know if we're really going to do a lot of rides. Maybe we should just walk around. There'll be a lot of stuff to see, because I thought every ride was going to be a cost. And based on the cost here where I live, every ride was going to cost us like $10 a person, plus on top of the $100 to get in. Like in my mind, it was adding up quickly. But when I got to Disneyland, I realized the rides are included. Okay, it's actually a great deal when you consider how many rides we went on. Also, there's 2 different parks. If you've been there before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're new, I'll give you a little bit of background on our experience. So you have Disneyland on one side, and then you have California Adventure Park on the other side. Now you can get what's called a hopper pass, where it allows you to go between the 2 parks whenever you want. Or you can just go to one park one day, another park another day. So we did pick the hopper pass because, we were just like, well, we might want to go back and forth. So we did pay for that. It's an extra charge, whatever. So our plan was, we were there for 2 days at Disneyland. Our plan was day 1, go to Disneyland. Day 2, go to California Adventure Park. So let's start with Disneyland. Got to Disneyland. Now, it was our very first visit. So if you go to any of the souvenir shops and you tell them it's your first visit, they give you these little buttons to wear that say first visit. So we all wore our buttons, and the staff at Disneyland are amazing. They've been trained very well. They pay attention to things like this. So if it's your first visit, they'll say, oh, welcome. Sometimes you get a few extra things because it's your first visit. It's really nice. I also saw people there with like, I'm celebrating. So people were there with their birthday. So they had a different button that said, it's my birthday or it's my anniversary. So if you're celebrating anything, just go to any souvenir shop and they'll give you a corresponding little button, which is a really great collectible. So before we even got to Disneyland, I knew that they had characters walking around all the time and you could get autographs. So we went to, let me move you closer. We went to the gift shop at our hotel. Don't mind my candies. I'm eating those as I talk. We went to the gift shop at our hotel and I got my daughter a little autograph book. And like I said, we'd never been there before, so we didn't really know what to expect. So some people that we know kind of gave us some tips and tricks and said, oh, do this, don't do that, you know, that kind of thing, which was great. And the main thing we heard from everyone is you're going for 2 days. You will not see everything. You will not do everything you want to do in 2 days. It's not enough time. It's not going to happen. So we suggest you just pick the things you really want to do and make sure you do those because you will not get through everything. Okay? This is what we were told. Great advice. Great advice. Here's the thing though. I'm a planner and I'm really good at organizing daily activities. So the first thing we did when we got through the gate is we got a map. Okay? This is right there. It's a little map. This one is well used. And of course it's got advertising and stuff. But on this side, it shows you, here's the map of the park. Okay. So at Disneyland, it's split into different areas. And then over here, don't mind all the marks right now, it's got all the different areas and tells you what's in each area. So for example, there's Main Street USA, and then it has attractions and dining broken down. Then there's Adventureland, New Orleans Square, Critter Country, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Frontierland, Fantasyland, Mickey's Toontown, Mickey's Tomorrowland. Sorry. So those are the places. Okay, and then here's how to get to where you're going and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing we did was grab a map. Now, the first thing we did is I let my daughter choose where we started. I said, here's all the places. Here's the map. Where do you want to start? Here's the map. So where did she want to start? Of course, Fantasyland, Cinderella's castle. Of course, it's the main attraction. Why not? That was probably the smartest decision we made the whole way through because we got to do Fantasyland first. I don't know which one's the more popular place. It probably differs, but I think Fantasyland is pretty popular. It's where all the princesses are. You know, it's in the middle. It's the main hub, really. So once we got through, we decided that's where we were going. Now, we also got in a little earlier than the general public because we had specific passes. So we went there first. Now, it has all the rides. Now, we kind of were like, let's try to do as much as we can or everything. So Fantasyland has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rides in Fantasyland. Okay? I'm not going to talk about all of them because this video would be really long. It's already 10 minutes. But I want to talk about some. So basically, you can get what's called a Genie Pass, which it's like a lightning lane, basically. Not every ride has it, but most of them do. You have to pay extra. I think it's about $25 extra a person. And what that does is if the ride has this lightning lane, you basically skip the line. So you go right in. I highly recommend this because the lines can be over an hour wait. It's a long time to wait in line. Now, Disneyland is also very smart because the lines don't look that long. The way they have it, they don't look that long, but they snake them. in a way that you don't realize how long the line is, because they also camouflage them. A lot of times the line will start on the outside and then it quickly moves into the inside of a building where you're still in line for a long time, but there's things to look at, there's things to see. They've started creating this atmosphere. So that does make it a little bit easier to be in line for that long because there's things to look at and things like that. But they camouflage the line very well. Now, also on the outside of all rides, they will have a time to tell you how long the line is. 15-minute wait, 60-minute wait, 75-minute wait. It tells you on the outside. Everything is also done through app. So you download the Disneyland app on your phone and you can literally look up any wait time of any ride from your phone. So even if you're thinking of a ride that's like way over, like a 20-minute walk from where you are, you can look up and see how long the wait line is, which is really good. It helps with planning. So we did opt to get the Lightning Lane, which highly recommend. It was great. We jumped the line on a lot of stuff. It was amazing. But we got there super early and it wasn't that busy yet. So I think we got through, I think we were into Disneyland around 7:38 in the morning. Before 9:30, we had already done like 6 or 7 rides in Fantasyland. It was like boom, like right on. It was great. So we did Pinocchio's Daring Journey, Snow White's Enchanted Wish, Sleeping Beauty Castle Walkthrough, the King Arthur Carousel, Casey Jr. Circus Train, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, the Mad Tea Party, Alice in Wonderland, Storybook Land Canal Boats, It's a Small World, and the Matterhorn Bobsleds. Now, a lot of the rides will also have this little red triangle. Not a lot of them, but some of the rides have this little red triangle. I didn't realize at the time. The little red triangle means it's a ride that if you're pregnant, you shouldn't ride it. If you have neck and back problems, you shouldn't ride it because it either has like high velocity, speed, and it moves you around a lot. It's one of those rides. Now, I personally have neck and back problems. And there's a lot of rides I can't ride, like roller coasters and stuff I can't do, which is fine because I don't particularly like them. We went on the Matterhorn bobsleds. And it wasn't until we were on the ride that I realized I should not be on the ride. Thankfully, I didn't get injured, but I could have. So after that, I paid attention, and some of the rides I did not go on, and just my husband and daughter went on. The only ride we did not get to go on that I'd like to was Peter Pan's Flight. And the reason we didn't get to go on it is because when we were there, it was closed down. It wasn't working. And we just never got back to it. But we did every single ride in Fantasyland. Every single one. They also had lots of dining options there. We did go to the Edelweiss Snacks. I can't remember what we got there, but we did go there and get something. So that was great. We also, now this is not in any specific order, the Main Street USA, they had a bunch of stuff. Basically, it's just like Main Street, a lot of shopping and gift shops and stuff there. So we did see a few things. We saw, they had, we walked through quite a few things there, actually. Saw horse-drawn carriages, all that kind of stuff. We didn't do any eating on Main Street. Besides, they do have like little carts and stuff. We did get cotton candy. We got lots of churros. So many churros. They were so good. We also they had corn on the cob. You guys, it was so good. You could get it with just butter or one that was like, what was it? A lime something. I got both, like not the same time, different days, but the lime one was really good. I like that one better than the butter, actually. It was really good. We also went to Adventureland. Adventureland, we did, oh yeah, there was that. We did do the Jungle Cruise. We did not do the Indiana Jones adventure. Again, that one has the red triangle, so I wouldn't have done it anyway. But again, while we were there, it was closed for maintenance or not working. So we didn't do that. We went to the Tiki Juice Bar to get Dole Whip. So good. The Dole Whip is amazing. New Orleans Square. This is the rides. They had the Disneyland Railroad, which we did go on. It's basically a train that takes you from one park to another. So we did do that. They also had Pirates of the Caribbean ride. This was one of my favorite rides. We must have gone on the pirate ride at least 4 times. My daughter and I did it more than my husband. My daughter and I did it a lot. It was a fun ride. Loved it. Love Jack Sparrow. Like, love, it's so good. One of my favorites. They also had the Haunted Mansion. Again, love the Haunted Mansion. I think we went out 3 times. So good. Absolutely loved it. We also ate at the Cafe Orleans, which was in there as well. It was really good. Then we went to Critter Country, where we saw, we went on the ride, Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and my husband and daughter went on Splash Mountain. This is where we realized my daughter loves roller coasters and any rides that involve water. She loved it. For the longest time, Splash Mountain was her favorite ride. Loved it. Then we went to the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. My husband spent more time here than my daughter and I, but we did walk through it. We did Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. That was another, I didn't do it, but Matthew did that one on his own. He really liked it. Then Matthew and Violet did the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. They did that ride together. He said they were both great. We didn't eat anywhere in Star Wars. We went to Frontierland. This is where the corn was, I believe. The corn on the cob was in Frontierland. So here we did the Mark Twain Riverboat, which is a huge riverboat that just goes around. We did that. It was great. They also have a sailing ship, Columbus, which kind of looks like a pirate ship. We also, there was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. That one my husband and Violet did because, again, it had that little warning symbol. We didn't eat anywhere in Frontierland except for wherever we got the corn from, and I don't remember where that was. Mickey's Toontown. This was fun. We did the Chip and Dale Gadget Coaster. Mickey's House, Minnie's House. It's just little places to kind of see and stuff. These are just attractions. And then we were going to do the Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin, but again, it was closed. Tomorrowland was a lot of fun. We did the Finding Nemo submarine voyage, where you go on the submarine, it goes down. My daughter and I did that. We also did Autopia, which is one where you're in a little car and you're driving. My daughter and I did that together. My husband did it, but only 2 to a car, so he was behind us. Space Mountain, we had it circled, but I don't think they did it. And then the Star Tours, The Adventure Continues. This is like a Star Wars one as well. We all did that. It was great. Astro Orbiter we did. Buzz Lightyear, Astro Blasters we did. So we did tons and tons and tons of stuff. Other things we did, where is it in here? We did see the fireworks every night at 9:30. They have fireworks with music. It was amazing. So we did see the fireworks. Also, we were staying at a hotel across the street, and we were lucky enough to have a balcony overlooking Disneyland. So every night we could actually see the fireworks from our balcony, which was really cool. Disneyland was amazing, you guys. It was so good. So we also, someone gave my daughter also a little Mickey Mouse sticker. This is her autograph book. I'm going to show you the autographs that we got. Now this, we've used it so much, it's already falling apart, so I'm going to have to repair it. But the very first signature she got was Mary Poppins. So cool. She got so many signatures. Like, we were talking to other people in lines and stuff, and they said for your first visit, you got a lot of signatures. Like, no one ever gets this many signatures. She did awesome. She got the genie from Aladdin. She also got Alice and the Mad Hatter. That was close to the teacup ride we did. She got Goofy. She also got Mirabelle from Encanto. She got Ariel, Snow White, Bo Peep, Minnie Mouse. She got Jessie from Toy Story, Elsa and Anna, Donald Duck, Ant-Man. There were so many characters, you guys. Princess Elena, which I'm not familiar with. It must be from a newer Disney movie. She also got Chip and Dale. They were both there together. Scooby-Doo. I should also say, some of these signatures weren't from Disneyland. They were from Universal. I'm just showing you all together. It's like Scooby-Doo is from Universal. Mickey Mouse. I think those are all the ones she got. Yes. So those are all the ones she got. This book needs some help here. Okay. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to have to, I think we might actually have to get her a new autograph book, but that's fine. So that was really cool. She had a great time finding the characters and getting autographs. That was really great. We also had to get a few souvenirs. So let me talk about the souvenirs real quick. I had to get Mickey Mouse ears. I had to, right? It's one of the things you do. And it happened, just so happens that it was the 100th anniversary of Disneyland. So I picked up these 100-year ears for myself. Now, I asked my daughter if she wanted Mickey Mouse ears. They have so many different kinds. She didn't want any. So I was like, okay, if you don't want any, you don't want any. I also picked up, because we came from Las Vegas, not realizing that in California, it's a lot colder than Las Vegas, probably because of the ocean. But it was really cold there, especially in the morning. And I failed to pack us any jackets or hoodies or anything. I left everything back home in Vegas. So we had to buy something. So I bought myself this, which I love. It's like kind of like a sweatshirt. It's Disneyland on the back. And it's got all of the characters embroidered. And it's their 100-year, one of their 100-year shirts. And it's got like fireworks all over it. It's super cute. I really like it. I wore this every day there. I loved it. My daughter, we ended up getting her, let me zip it up to show you. This is so cute, you guys. I love it. It's a Minnie Mouse hoodie. So it says Minnie on it. And then it looks like they're the gloves, like on the wrists. And on the hood, it has little ears with the bow. It is the cutest hoodie ever. Absolutely love it. So I'm kind of okay that she didn't want to get her own ears because her hoodie has the built-in ears anyway. But she wore this. It kept her really nice and warm. It was great. Now, I will say this stuff was expensive. The ears alone were $39.95. Obviously, they were the 100-year ones, so it's a little bit more of a collector item. If you just want normal Mickey Mouse ears, my suggestion is to just go to a Walmart in California because they have a whole section of Disney stuff and pick up ears there. I think they were around $20, which is about half price. So if that doesn't matter to you that you got them right at Disneyland or not, That would be my suggestion. Before I go into souvenirs, let's talk about California Lands. Okay, so that was day one. So here's the thing, you guys. We were told you're not going to get everything done. We did, with the exception of a few rides that we couldn't do because they were closed down, we did everything we wanted to do at Disneyland. We did everything. We got it all done. On day one, we were there from 8 a.m. until midnight when the park closed. We walked over 24,000 steps that day and did tons of rides, tons of eating churros and walking and seeing things. It was an amazing day. We got it all done in one day, you guys. One day. Now, day two, we went to California Lands. California Adventure is what it's called, okay? Now, again, new map. New map. This is what California Adventure looks like. So again, they have different spots. They have Hollywood Lands, Avengers Campus, Buena Vista Street, Cars Land, Pacific Wharf, Pixar Pier, Paradise Gardens Park, and Grizzly Peak. Again, they have it broken down by rides and like attractions and dining. So again, we walked around the Buena Vista Street, just saw some things. There was mostly, again, shopping and food related places there. A lot of carts and things where, again, we got more churros, things like that. We also got, I think it was here, we got, one night they had pretzels, like shape of Mickey Mouse ears. The pretzels weren't that good. That's the one thing we bought that I was like, I'm okay not eating this. The Dole Whip, corn on the cob, and churros, however, were loved it. Hollywood Lands, we went through the Sorcerer's Workshop, the Animation Academy, and the ride Monsters Incorporated, Mike and Sully to the Rescue. It was awesome. We also did the Disney Junior Dance Party with Jessie, which was cool. Avengers, what did I say Adventures? Avengers Campus. We saw, or we did, I didn't do it, the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. I think Matthew and Violet did that. There was also a Spider-Man adventure. I don't know if we did it or not. I can't remember. I don't think we did, for whatever reason. We did go to Cars Land, though. They had Matter's Junkyard Jamboree. Violet and I actually did it twice. It was a lot of fun. And then we ate at Flo's V8 Cafe in Cars Land. It was really good. The Pacific Wharf, we just walked around, basically. There wasn't really anything there. It was mostly dining at the Pacific Wharf. There was like, the only attraction they had was a bakery tour, which we didn't do. But it was pretty much just restaurant after restaurant after restaurant. Pixar Pier, we did some fun there. There was the Incredicoaster. We were going to do that. This thing is a humongous roller coaster. Now, I couldn't do it. Matthew and Violet were going to, but Violet kept changing her mind. She was like, I want to do it. Maybe I don't. I want to do it. Maybe I don't. So we didn't do it. Another thing I'll say is my daughter's 7. She's pretty tall for her age, but I'm glad we didn't try to go to Disney before now because there were a lot of rides you have to be a certain height to go on. And a lot of them, she just made the cut. So she was able to go on every ride she wanted to, but if this was last year when she was 6, she probably wouldn't have been able to. So I'm glad we waited a little bit. We did Jessie's Critter Carousel, though. I think did we do that twice? We might have done it twice. Toy Story Midway Mania we did. The Pixar Pal Around. And they had an Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind ride. We did that as well. Paradise Gardens Park. There was Goofy Sky School. Matthew and Violet went on. And then we did the Golden Zephyr and The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure. And they also had a Grizzly Peak that we didn't go to. It's basically a lot of like walking trails and things like that. Now, for the most part, we didn't do a whole lot of California Adventureland. We didn't. We did those few things, and we were at the point where we're like, there's really nothing else we want to do here. So we headed back to Disneyland, and we did some of the rides that we had already done at Disneyland. We wanted to do again. We did them again and again and again and again. We did so many rides in Disneyland. I'm glad we went to the California Adventure, but if we ever go back, I'd be okay not going here and just focusing on Disneyland. For us, there was way more stuff to do in Disneyland. So we really enjoyed Disneyland over the California Adventure. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, let's jump into souvenirs and show you what we have. So first off, I think this was at Disneyland. I'm sure it was. So in the Star Wars area, you could build your own custom lightsaber. This was a expensive experience, and my husband really wanted to do it. Before we went on this trip, he's like, that's the one thing I want to do. I was like, great, do it. So you have to book for that. You have to book a time and a day. He had done that, and then for whatever reason, I think he was waffling about the price. He was like, you know what? No, I don't need to do it. So he didn't. And then he went into just like one of the little souvenir shops, and they had like a little toy lightsaber. And I mean, you've seen them before. You can buy them at like the dollar store and stuff. I don't know why there seems to be lag on this video, but there is. He had gone into one of these souvenir shops and just bought a little lightsaber. You've probably seen them before at Walmart. They're literally like a plastic. They pull out, and it's like a lightsaber. It looked really cheap. It didn't look great. I knew he wouldn't be happy with it. And it was like $30. And I'm like, are you happy with that? And he kind of like, well, I don't know. Should I do it? I'm like, yes, you should go do it. So he did go, and he built his own custom lightsaber. I'm not going to show it to you because it's his. I don't want to touch it. It's his baby. Maybe if we're lucky, he'll do a quick little video and show you guys, what it looks like and tell you all about his experience on it. If he does, it might be a separate video, or maybe he'll insert it here.
Hello everyone, Matthew here. Welcome to your Matthew Moment. Yes, the lightsaber is unbelievable. Stay tuned for my 87-minute review. No, I'm just kidding. It comes in a beautiful foam carrying case, which made it very easy to get home on the plane. One of the big worries was, how am I going to get this home on the plane? And you just check it in the overhead. It was so cool to go through security. I'll tell you this story. So anyway, you go in. Yeah, it's stupid expensive. Stupid expensive. Don't ask. Don't Google it. Don't tell her. Don't put in the comments how much it was to Melissa. She doesn't need to know. But wow. Before I went and did it, I read a lot of reviews, and all the reviews said, we don't want to write anything in here that might spoil it, but it's awesome. So I went, okay, it's awesome. And now I'm not going to tell you anything, but it's awesome. So here it is, baby. And this won't look like the one you make because every single one's custom. It's custom. Oh, it's heavy too. Like, it's a solid somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds. Like, it feels, there's a lot of weight to it. I picked, everything's custom. The handle, the pommel, the ignition switch, the top, the color, the sound. Oh. So this is going up. I bought a custom bracket on Etsy. It's going up above the awesome Las Vegas pictures that I'm here in this amazing office that Melissa set up for me. This thing, oh, amazing. Now, yeah, if you go online, there are a lot of websites and companies that make custom lightsabers. You can get ones that are double-ended. multiple colors, change colors, blah, blah, blah. This is pretty basic by those standards. This just one color. The one color based on the Kyber crystal I chose. But it's authentic. It's an authentic Walt Disney lightsaber, and therefore worth every single penny to me. So is it the absolute top of the line? Can I duel with this? Probably not. Is it everything I want it to be? Absolutely. It's that and more. So occasionally the only thing is it does metal. You assemble it. So because my assembly is not great, you can see me doing this. I'm just tightening it because it sits in the, you put it in the overhead thing, you carry it around, the grip just loosened up a little bit. So I'm just tightening it here, and I just like to do it as well. If you notice, even the actors in the scenes are doing this. It's just, there's something about gripping it and doing this, which is just awesome. So the experience is great. The whole thing's about half an hour to an hour, depending upon how busy it is when you go in. I did it at night. I recommend doing it at night. There was something a little extra special cool about walking out, and it was dusk and the park was almost closed, so it wasn't packed, and I'm in the dark and I lit the night up with this. It was extra cool. So I recommend doing it very late in the evening. And then we're like, how are we going to get this thing home? Now, if you fly out of Anaheim to home, I'm sure the airport is used to seeing 1,000 of these come through the airport every week. But we drove back to Vegas from Anaheim. That drive is amazing. How many videos has she done of stuff that we like, wow, we looted the whole country. But so we drove back. Yeah, now it's all nice and tight. With the back accident, it was awesome. We drove back to Vegas. So we flew out of Vegas, and I had one of these. And so I hit the security, the TSA, and the first girl, when you're putting stuff in the bin, she's like, "And what is this, sir?" And I tell you, everyone who saw me with this in the airports and everything, they all asked to see it. Some people thought it might be like a fishing rod or something, but the guys that knew, and they wanted to see it. So I'm in the TSA, and she's like, "Well, sir, we're gonna have to scan that, additional clearance, blah 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 blah. They can't put it through the machine." And I'm not that nervous. I mean, I'm not contraband. I'm not smuggling it, but I'm mildly nervous. Someone's gonna do something stupid. So it's a very, very busy airport. It was slammed at the time we were going through. It was a long line, and you have to stay with your bins, and you have to walk through the scanner. And I'm starting to put, and so this just sort of goes off. Like, she hands it off to some other TSA guy, and I'm like, well, I hope that comes back to me. And about 3 or 4 minutes later, I'm doing the body scan and stuff, and out of nowhere, I hear I hear that, and I look over. And the dude on the other end, one of the TSA agents, like full body armor, he's like, "Oh, this is the coolest thing ever! Oh, whose is this? Whose is this? Look at this!" And it was a huge scene going into the airport. That was like, "Oh, look at that guy with the custom lightsaber! How cool is that?" So it's amazing. Thank you for letting me pop in on a Melissa moment. And yeah, I eat all the Jif peanut butter. I saw that earlier video that, yeah, I'm going to eat that peanut butter. Watch me.
So we'll have to wait and see. But he did purchase a couple other things. So he really likes Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. And they just so happen to have a mask, like a helmet. So he purchased this. It's actually a pretty good helmet. Like, it actually goes on your head pretty good. Don't ask me how much it cost. I don't know. I want to say around $50, but I could be wrong. So he purchased that. And then he saw this. And it's like a cup holder. So you put your cup in here, and you can drink from it. I don't know how much this was. I want to say $20 maybe 30. But he really likes it. I think it lights up. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but it does light up, which is really cool. So he got that as well. And he also got these little coins. These are part of the Disney 100-year celebration. So they have the 100-year on the back, and they have different things on the other side. So don't ask me what these all are. They've got different pictures. He got 4 of them. Captain America, that one I know. Watch me be completely wrong and that wasn't Captain America. Spider-Man. Looks like, I was going to say that looks like Groot to me, but he's in like a Iron Man pose. I don't know. So he got those 4 coins as well. Okay. We honestly didn't buy much at Disneyland. Besides those things my husband bought, the lightsaber, the 2 hoodies, the Mickey Mouse ears for me. My daughter, I had this wrapped up because I didn't want it to get soap everywhere. My daughter got a Ariel bubble wand. So you put bubbles down here. It's empty right now because she used it all. But the bubbles come out here and they go everywhere. Tons of kids had these. They had different ones, but she wanted the Ariel one. So the bubbles go everywhere. There's also on the back, you can do just bubbles or music. It also lights up. So let me put on music so you can see. So she loves this. The bubbles come out. She loves it. It's awesome. So she got that. Then I was going to say that's pretty much all we got, except we got one other thing in multiple of them. They had the cutest Disney babies, and I fell in love with them. They were so cute. So I had seen them briefly as we were going through doing stuff, and I got kind of lost on where things were. There were so many shops, so many souvenir places. I couldn't remember where I originally saw them. So they had a little kind of souvenir shop in the middle of Fantasyland, and they had a few of them. So I was worried I wouldn't be able to find them anywhere else, although I know they had more somewhere else. So this little shop, I ended up getting a couple things. My daughter also picked a couple things. So let me try to remember what we got. Yes. They're Disney babies. Are you ready for this? Look how cute this is. You guys, look how cute. It's a baby lady from Lady and the Tramp. They are adorable. So my daughter picked this one. So basically it's like a little, you can hang it, which is kind of nice. And it's a little baby all swaddled, and the swaddle opens. You guys, look how cute. Oh, it's a baby lady. It's adorable. So they're called Disney babies. This is Lady. Now, these were not cheap, okay? I'm telling you, these were not cheap. These were $30 each, okay? I know. I get it. And then you have this little swaddle thing. I know they were 30 bucks each. I get it. So she picked Lady. Of course she did. Right? Because she loves dogs and kitties and all that kind of stuff. So she picked Lady. And I picked... Oh, he's so cute. Come here. Patch from 101 Dalmatians. This is Patch. Again, so cute. I love him. So those are the ones we had picked. But then she also picked, where is it here? Angel. Now this is from, of course, Lilo and Stitch, right? This is Angel. So cute. So she picked Angel. Now, you can't have Angel without Stitch. So I picked Stitch because you have to, right? So adorable. You guys, look how cute. Look how cute these are. Absolutely love them. I love these little swaddlers. Another thing I love about these is, like I said, you can hang them up. So that'll be nice because they're not just going to go like in a toy box somewhere. I can actually, where does this attach to? Hang on. There it is. Like, where does it attach? You can actually hang these up. Let me just swaddle him a little here. On a hook or something, and so cute. So we had to get these ones. And we did. These are the ones we got. And I'm telling you, my daughter is the best saleswoman in the world. She's 7. She was showing everyone. There were people like around eating and drinking. She would go up to a bunch of babies. Did you see my babies? Look at my babies. Look how cute. And of course, my daughter's 7. So everyone's like, oh, so cute. And then Violet went and she's just like, if you want to get one, they're right over there. They're $29.99. Like, I'm just like, okay, saleswoman. And I swear to God, you guys, some people actually went and bought some because of her. Like, they should have gave her these for free based on how many she helped them sell. It was ridiculous. Also, when we bought the Ariel wand, she was telling everybody that me, her mom, is a YouTube star and they should look up my channel. And she would tell them it's a Melissa Moment and you need to watch the pineapple cutter video. It's hilarious. And then one girl, the cashier, actually said, oh, can you write that down? So I wrote it. She goes, I love YouTube videos. So I wrote down a Melissa Moment, right? And then my daughter says, do you want her autograph? Because she's been getting autographs from all the characters, right? So she knows this is a thing now. And I feel bad for the cashier, but she was just like, yeah, could I? And I don't know if she was just a really good actress or she was actually like, really, I can have your autograph? So I gave my autograph to the cashier and I'm just like, wow, like my daughter is just walking advertising for a Melissa Moment. So if any of you are new subscribers because of my 7-year-old daughter, hi and welcome. Thank you for subscribing. So that is what we purchased. Now, this was on our way out. This was at almost midnight at the end of the day. We're leaving, going back to our hotel room. So I picked these up. Now, my husband, he went, I don't know if he went to get his lightsaber. He went to get something. So he's like, I'll meet you back at the hotel. Okay, cool. He had texted me because he knew I was looking for these Disney babies. He texted me saying, hey, I found your Disney babies. They're at this store on Main Street. Well, if he hadn't texted me, we would have just went to the hotel room and that would have been it. But he texted me and we just so happened to be going down Main Street to get to the hotel. So we stopped in that store and guess what? They had the Disney babies. Not only did they have the Disney babies, they had way more Disney babies than what we saw. So what's the first thing my daughter sees? Marie from the Aristocats. It's a cat. She loves cats. So of course we had to get her. Here's little Marie. And what does mommy see? A baby Eeyore. Eeyore is my favorite Winnie the Pooh character. I love Eeyore. I had to get baby Eeyore. Look how cute he looks. He's so cute. And then I couldn't leave baby Pua because look how cute he is from Moana. I love him. So I had to get him as well. So yes, we got 7 Disney babies. Yes, they're $30 each. You do the math. American. But We had an amazing time. And all in all, I don't feel like we went crazy on souvenirs. They had a lot, don't get me wrong. Anything you could want with Disney on it was there. I just didn't feel this overwhelming need for any of it. These are so cute, and I'm a sucker for plushies and stuffies. I know I have a lot, but these ones are even more special because it was our first Disney trip together, and this is something I feel like I could collect. So I got 7 this trip. Next time we go back, we'll maybe get a few more to add to our collection. But I absolutely love these, super cute. So they had, like I said, they had lots of other types of Disney babies, everything from Simba to Nala to Hey Hey, I think was even there. Like they had all different kinds, Dumbo, things like that. So yeah, if you are interested in any of this, I think you can also go to the Disney store. I know there's one in Edmonton, Alberta, if you happen to be in Canada. And of course, you can always look on eBay because I know for a fact some of them are on eBay as well. But that was our Disneyland adventure. And like I said, the amount of rides we went on, it was worth it. That gate price was worth it. The Genie Lightning Pass was worth it. If I have any tips of what to avoid in Disneyland, it would be the Mickey Mouse pretzels. They weren't that great. We didn't, like I said, we didn't really try a ton of foods. Yeah, the Dole Whip was definitely a yes. The churros, you guys, we could have bought a churro cart for the amount of churros we ate, but they were really good. I highly recommend the churros. The cotton candy was really good. We got the cotton candy on the way out. Another thing, which I'm mad we missed it, but I can't remember. I think we were in Disney. I think it was Sunday, Monday. We were at Disneyland, something like that. As we walked from our hotel to Disneyland, so we literally walked from our hotel down a block and then crossed the street, and Disneyland was right there. And they had on the corner, they had a little cart where they were selling fresh fruit. It looked like a Mexican, I don't know if it was a couple or what. They had fresh fruit, like that you could, and it was big containers. You could get just watermelon or just pineapple or just cantaloupe or a mix of all of it. And I've seen this on YouTubes and stuff where they, I don't know if it's like a chili powder or what, but they put like a chili powder or something on it too. I mean, you could get it without just the fruit. And I was tempted to get it, but of course on the way back, it was midnight and we had already eaten so many churros, we didn't want it. And we had plans on buying it the last day we were at Disney because the next day we were going to be driving to Universal. And we're like, we can have that in the car for our breakfast. But I was so disappointed because when we went back the next day, they weren't there. So I think they're only there on the weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday maybe, because this was a Monday and they weren't there. And I was so disappointed because it looked so fresh and so good. I'm like, oh, I would have bought that. But also on the way out, there's all people selling stuff, right? Like they had Disneyland balloons. I totally would have got one for my daughter. They were so cute. It was like a balloon this big. And inside was another balloon, like the Mickey Mouse head. And it said Disneyland on it. I totally would have got one for her, but I think they were $20. And I'm like, we can't take that home. Like we can't take it home. So we didn't get it, but it was super cute. Like they have some cute things there. But that's all the souvenirs we got at Disneyland. That was our trip at Disneyland. Highlights for me, definitely Pirates of the Caribbean ride was my favorite, and the Haunted Mansion, definitely my favorite rides. My daughter's favorite rides, Pirates of the Caribbean and Splash Mountain. My husband's favorite rides, he'll probably have to tell you himself, but if I had to guess, I think his favorite ride probably would have been the Star Tours Adventure Continues. And was there another one? probably the Star Wars rides. Those would have been his favorite rides for sure. But we had a great time. We got to do lots of rides. Some of them we got to do twice, some of them 3 or 4 times. It was an amazing trip. Absolutely loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be doing the next video specifically on our Universal Studios adventure. We were there for 2 days as well. So make sure you've subscribed so you don't miss that video. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.